Another video going at you. Today we're doing bunny hopping. Now, like always, gonna need a helmet and you're gonna need flat pedals to those who run clips. So pretty much bunny hopping is important because it's an intro to jumping. You kind of have to know, you have to have an idea of how to bunny hop before you can take flight on the track. Now, before you can bunny hop, you also have to know how to manual. That video is on this playlist. It's the first one I made. You have to know how to manual before you can bunny hop, and you have to know how to bunny hop before you can jump. So that's kind of the order it goes in. So let's get straight into it. The first thing I want to start off with is a common mistake I see when it comes to bunny hopping, and it's trying to be instead of taking time to learn the technique, they're trying to rush through it, and ultimately they're bunny hopping entirely wrong. Where you'll see people, what they'll do is they'll go up, pretty much just lift up on their pedals. So they'll go like this and just lift up on their rear pedals, which only gets like 2 or 3 inches of clearance and is not going to get you anywhere. If you're doing that, all you're doing is really practicing bad habit, which is not good. So make sure instead of trying to jerk the bike up, you're taking time to learn the proper technique of a bunny hop. Now, the reason you have to know how to manual is because the initial movement of a bunny hop is a manual. It's the same way you get into a manual, is you shift your hips back and you have to get your front wheel up. But when you get your hips back, once your wheel gets up, you're almost jumping off of your pedal. Not literally, but you're jumping off the ground through your pedals almost. So you're putting all that pressure through your pedals as you pull your body upwards. So that way, you know, pushing down on the pedals gives you leverage to pull up, and pulling up gives you the momentum to leave the ground. So that's going to be the main move of a bunny hop. Following that full extension motion, you're going to point your toes so you can grip those pedals, and you're going to push forward on the bar so that way you can grip the pedals properly. And you want to try to do that at the peak to maximize the amount of clearance. So when you add the tuck to that initial first move, it's going to end up a bit higher. So once you get that baseline, you can start putting things under your bunny hop to challenge you to get higher and higher, to help kind of increase the rate of improvement. Like, for example, I'm about to jump over this cooler. I use this solid object. I honestly recommend finding a more soft object. So if you mess up the takeoff, or maybe you don't get as high, when you land on it, you aren't gonna hurt yourself. But of course, that's also why we have our helmets on. So just keep that in mind. That's about it for today's video. We'll go over applying these skills at the track in more videos to come, but it's just more tricks that you can learn to help improve your skill at home. So, you know, I'm just trying to help teach you how to teach yourself, essentially. So thank you for watching. If you learned something or if you enjoyed, make sure you share it to people who might find it interesting. Leave a like and consider subscribing, please. Thank you.